Now it's 6:30 on WKYT this morning. We're tracking dangerously cold weather that could put people's lives in danger. How you can help make sure that people stay warm coming up.
And we're looking outside there in the 20s. That's going to be kind of a warm number compared to what we're going to be seeing, not just Wednesday and Thursday, guys, but this takes us off towards your weekend.
We are tracking the investigation into a shooting that landed a woman in jail.
And the latest on a plane crash that killed 4 members of a family that only a little 7-year-old girl survived.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Hello there and good morning from WKYT News. We're glad you're along with us on Tuesday, January 6th. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It feels colder than I don't know what, and it's just going to get worse.
As you say, it feels like January. You know, it certainly is, and we are going to know that over the next little bit. Arctic air moving in. Meteorologist Micah Harris tracking that for us. Good morning, Micah.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, that Arctic air is here, but we get even colder with that Arctic air as it just funnels on in. It does not look good in the next 7-day forecast. And let me tell you this, in our 7-day forecast, I have 6 days out of the 7 where we are either in the single digits or the teens. That is brutal, and I'll show you that coming up in your full forecast in about 10 minutes. But a little band of snow showers flying through, heading down toward the 64 corridor, and you could get a quick coating out of this. So keep in mind, traveling over toward the east and northeast, that's your best shot of actually seeing some of this snow there on the ground. Some of us in the northeast waking up with snow this morning because we did get a swath of snow and also temperatures there in the 20s. Now, going throughout the day, low to mid 30s, and like I said, it's going to be your warmest day in the 7-day. I'll show you how low we go with those numbers because they're brutally cold. Coming up.
All right, it has set in on us. Thank you, Micah.
Well, this bitterly cold weather can be dangerous. That's why a group of volunteers are doing what they can to make sure everyone has a warm place to stay.
Have to go out and find them first. More help is needed, though, and WKYT's Mark Barber is live in Lexington now to explain how you can help if you want. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Volunteers will be meeting here at the community on Winchester Road tonight, and then they will head out into the city. They say they will be searching through abandoned homes, through parking garages and streets to find people who are spending the night out in these dangerously cold temperatures. Now, this volunteer effort is called Compassionate Caravan, and it's their goal to make sure no one freezes to death tonight. Now, they say that guides from the Street Voice Council will be taking the volunteers out into the city. They say they will be offering those without shelter rides to a homeless shelter. They say the last time the caravan went out, this past November, they found 60 men, women, and children out in the bitter cold. Now, they say before volunteers can head out tonight, they need some help.
And we need volunteers to help us be prepared with these cold weather supplies that will keep folks warm.
Now, the Catholic Action Center says that they are still going through the donations that they received this holiday season, and they say they could use some help sorting those supplies today from 10 a.m. through 2 p.m. this afternoon at their East 7th Street location. Now, the Catholic Action Center also says that they welcome anyone who wants to volunteer with this caravan tonight, but they say before you come out, please give them a call or shoot them an email. We have their contact information posted on our website, WKYT.com. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. And before this really bitterly cold weather settles in, this is the time to get your car ready for winter. The mechanics at Auto Tech Services in Lexington tell us there are 3 things to be aware of while winterizing your car. Check your battery. The cold weather can make them fail. Make sure your cooling system does not have more water than coolant. It may cause the engine to freeze up. And finally, check your tire pressure because low temperatures could equal low tires. The first major cold snap of the year continues to bring bitterly cold weather to much of the nation. In Minneapolis, this morning's wind chill is expected to dip to 30 degrees below zero. And in Chicago, which already saw sub-zero temperatures, they're expected to get up to 6 inches of snow come morning. Temperatures are expected to fall well below zero in the northern tier of the U.S., with the coldest weather due to arrive at midweek. Now remember, you can help us track the weather. Send us your eyewitness pictures using the hashtag WKYTRulesWinter.
Well, new this morning, a man is in the hospital. His wife is in jail after a shooting. It happened yesterday in Mercer County. The victim was taken to UK Hospital. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is there live now with the very latest for us.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. That shooting victim, David Peebler, was flown here to University of Kentucky Hospital last night after deputies say an argument with his wife led to the shooting. Officials with the Mercer County Sheriff's Office say they were called out to Catlett Lane just before 7 o'clock last night. Once at the scene, deputies found Peebler with a gunshot wound to the arm and abdomen. He told officials he had been in a verbal altercation with his wife, Sandra Peebler, and that she then shot him. Sandra Peebler was arrested and charged with second-degree assault. Now, no word on David Peebler's condition at this time. His wife is in the Boyle County Detention Center. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Also new this morning, 2 people are dead after a crash in southern Kentucky. The crash happened yesterday on the bypass in Monticello. The Wayne County coroner says 2 cars crashed, killing both drivers. He says they were the only people involved. The names of the victims have not been released.
Investigators have now released surveillance video showing a Kentucky officer accidentally shooting himself. It happened over the weekend in Cincinnati. Police say Erlanger officer Darrell Jewett's gun fired, as you see there, as he was adjusting his holster in a parking garage elevator. The bullet ricocheted off the walls before hitting him in the stomach. You can see him there in some discomfort. His injuries not life-threatening. Officer Jewett is a 25-year veteran of the Erlanger Police Department. He was out to dinner with his wife at the time.
Funeral services have been set for 4 members of a family killed in a western Kentucky plane crash. The funeral for Marty Gutzler, his wife Kimberly, and their 9-year-old daughter Piper will be Friday in their hometown of Nashville, Illinois. The funeral for another family member, Sierra Wilder, will be held Wednesday. Only the Gutzler's 7-year-old daughter, Sailor, survived the Friday night crash in Lyon County. Police say she walked nearly a mile to a home for help. We're also tracking the investigation into a fire that destroyed a central Kentucky home. Firefighters said flames were seen shooting out of the home on Scaffold Cane Road north of Mount Vernon. These are eyewitness photos from the scene. No one was hurt. Investigators are not sure how it started.
Our time this morning is 6:37 on WKYT, and police say a man they arrested outside the Kentucky state capitol had multiple guns and ammunition in his truck. Police say Kenneth Stewart led them on a chase from Anderson County to Frankfort over the weekend. They stopped him just outside the state capitol, and according to his arrest citation, police say Stewart told them that he was angry with the government and said he was going to, quote, take care of business. But from jail, Stewart said he never intended to use the guns.
If I was killed up on the Capitol grounds and people knowing how I felt about those things, that it may accomplish at least something. You know, that maybe it would be a wake-up call. I never wanted anyone to be hurt. Never, never.
Stewart says he regrets what happened. He's facing 9 charges, including terroristic threatening.
Well, the Stanford City Council will meet today, and the #1 item on the agenda, naming a new mayor. Stanford's mayor-elect T.J. Hill died days after the November election. Council members tell us that they will meet tonight at City Hall. One council person told us he is optimistic they will name a mayor tonight. Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell will officially become U.S. Senate Majority Leader today. The new Congress convenes this morning with Republicans in charge of both the U.S. House and Senate. It's the first time in 8 years that Republicans will control the Senate. This is also the biggest Republican majority in Congress since before the Great Depression. Senator McConnell and President Obama have said they will work together despite differences on many issues.
And in Frankfort, the Kentucky General Assembly will also begin its 2015 session today. The session will last 30 days, but this week lawmakers will only focus on electing legislative leaders and setting up committees, among other organizational work. And Governor Steve Beshear will deliver his final State of the Commonwealth address tomorrow. Lawmakers will then leave on Friday, and they'll return to Frankfort on February 3rd for the second part of the session, where they'll be getting some things done. Just before the legislative session begins, a state senator has resigned. 27th District Senator Walter Doc Blevins stepped down over the weekend to become Rowan County Judge Executive. The Democrat was elected to that post in November. Governor Beshear has ordered a special election on March 3rd to replace Blevins. The district includes parts of Bourbon, Fleming, Harrison, Nicholas, and Rowan counties, and a sliver of some others. Our time this morning is coming up on 6:40 on WKYT. We want to check live drive traffic, see how things are moving.
Yeah, I believe we have a guest on the phone.
Let's go to Officer Don. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Well, you know, just so everybody knows, Deanne Stevens sent me home. She quarantined me because she suspects I have the flu. So I got sent home from the radio station. That's why I'm on the phone now. But I don't. She's going to have me tested. Anyway, interstate looks good. No problem. 75 north or southbound. The exit ramps off the interstate are in good shape too. Now we do have a lane closure at the moment on the outer loop of the circle. That is between Old Frankfort and Georgetown as they're working there right now. Hopefully get that cleared up in just a few minutes. But other than that, traffic's picking up, but it's a normal ride around Lexington, and we'll keep you up to date. Back to you in the studio.
Well, as you await your testing, are you in just some undisclosed location, Don?
Well, she put me in a bubble and sent me home.
Oh.
In a what? What did you say?
In a what?
A
bubble.
A bubble.
Oh, put you in a bubble. Oh, gotcha.
I was guessing
All
it was
right.
a bunker or a bubble, yes.
Well, we hope you feel...
everyone's paranoid for good reason, you know.
Yeah.
The flu's a bad thing. It gets to the workplace.
Really
Well, that's right. Hope you don't have it, and hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Don.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know in the morning.
Okay, 641 on WKYT this morning.
A high school basketball team's claim to fame is now a thing of the past. More on the impressive play that brought a 4-year losing streak to an end.
And we're looking outside this morning, seeing some snow showers fly around. It's really picking up over toward the east and northeastern zones, especially across that 64 corridor. But then that big front comes in tonight, gives us more snow showers and that big time swing in temperatures. I'll show you how low we go with those wind chills because it's very low. Coming up next.